Okay, let's see. I think we were in the middle of robbing every single house in the Institute because why the fuck not? What the fuck is a clean room suit? Of course we're gonna take that. They stole all your toys, kid. I think I fell down last time too. So I'm gonna go back upstairs, I think. I wanna take all these pictures. Thank you for the ammo in your mirror for some god awful reason. This is how I got in. I keep bitching that he gets in trouble all the time for no reason. Let's see. I think we need to go back upstairs.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Hi.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volkert.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, look at that. I like clothes. And everybody smokes here for some reason. Yeah, see, I was on the other side, and I was trying to jump to this side, and I fell. Okay. So, this is the only place I need to. I don't need to do the other half. What is that? Why can't I have it? Look like a folder. I want it. Yeah. So, I just, like, skipped this half of it for some reason.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Thank you, I think. Did that say people's names on it? Is that what that was? Wait, I can't shut the door. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, there it is. Oh, hang on, okay. That one says Loken. What does this one say? Orman. It does! Oh, that's so cute! I didn't know that. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yoink. I feel like I really just need a big bag like Santa Claus. Just going through all your houses, taking all your shit. It's totally cool because, you know, my dad's father, so... Or my kid's father. My dad. You know. I'm in charge of father, so, you know. Fuck y'all. They're probably looking at me like I'm an idiot. Not only am I from 200 years ago, I have been living in the Commonwealth, and I am tainted. Obviously by my large suit of power armor. Doop, 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 doop. Are there more houses underneath me? Nope, this is it. Okay, so we've been to the bio and the food, so we need whatever this clocky one is and this house underneath me. So let's go down here. I need to do that on top of somebody.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
It's fucked up, dude. And I know there's synths, but shit.
The protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Yeah,
Hey there.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Aw, thank you.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
You know what? Where is my HUD? Huh. I just kind of noticed that it wasn't there. Hang on. That's 24. Huh. I don't want the folders. Fuck. Yoink, yoink, yoink. It's on your terminal. I have not uploaded the... What's that thing called? Redacted. Oh ho ho ho. First degree burns. Patient places hand inside a power relay without first disengaging. First aid applied. Abdominal distress. Patient ingested lubricant from robotics division on a dare. He had to poop it out. Wrist sprain, right hand. He declined to say how injury occurred, only indicated that it was resulted to using a terminal. Huh, I wonder if he was watching some porn. Dislocated shoulder. Holy fuck. Malfunction of a synth. Handshake gesture applied with extreme force. Shoulder reset. Pain medication dispensed. Oops. Patient redacted. Severe blunt trauma to the upper torsos. Injuries received in the FEV lab. When did this happen? Because the FEV lab is not... The director. Dizziness, shortness of breath. Test results revealed. Retracted. Is father dying? Oops, I wasn't done with that. Last batch of food shows increased vitamin D. Should help with the deficiencies I've been seeing. Yeah, because living underground isn't very good for you, by the way. Hi.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Blah, 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 blah. He didn't have a choice in the matter back then, okay? Okay. No, I want an apparel. Let's see what that clean room suit looks like. Ew. No. That's the black lab coat. Of course, your uniform I've seen. I have a couple of those on my settlers. Yeah, I don't want to wear that. Let's go back to my loungewear. I'm back in the power armor because I am not, I have too much shit. So where was my hood before? I don't know where the doctor went.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Hi there.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
That's the population. Derp, derp. Oh, snot. That definitely should be it. Huh, being lazy. I mean, it starts with S. That's fairly obvious. But... didn't do save as last time.
That's it.
There we go. Oh, it was just a fucking closet. I mean, I guess it's got a lot of shit in it, so. Fusion core. And a broom. I do like me some brooms. Oh, I've already been here. Thank you for all your junk. Like, sometimes I'm tempted to try and play like a normal person and not steal all this shit, but, you know. Also wish we could fuck with all those buttons. I would set every room to freezing cold. I'm probably gonna put on my cellars and all this institute bullshit, make them look clean, freak people out. Okay, since I've already been here. Wow. Bitches. So, synth retention, I guess I'm going to, because I don't know where the doctor went. What time is it? What time is it in the world? Oh, it's 1:50. 1:45 in the morning. That makes more sense. Hello.
Operating at full capacity.
Okay, am I allowed in here? Okay.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on
Power
the targeting
armor
package
is sturdy
upgrades I
enough,
asked for.
but it
Maybe I
limits
should
your
take some
mobility.
courses with me. You know,
All
send a
this must be a
message.
little overwhelming for
Please
you.
don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Oh no.
Carry on, ma'am.
You shut your dick. Ho ho ho! Did I find some nice? I don't want the trash. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Courser, last sighting in Good Neighbor. No recent sightings. Unit believed in the railroad custody. Mem wipe likely performed by now. Aww. I don't remember what was the one that I killed. Oh, assigned course. Oh, okay. I see. This is the synth, and then the courser assigned to it. Unit at large, investigation suspended. No courser last setting at the Boston airport. Investigation suspended. Deemed too hazardous. Ooh. List of informants. Oh my. Cricket! I love cricket! Oh no! That makes me so sad. And that Tommy. Oh, I didn't do the combat zone. Oh, that's with the guy that runs with Kate. Oh man, cricket's my favorite. Exchange for caps. These persons in the past provided informant on the synth sightings and suspected rail activity. Make new contact. Add the individual to database. Well, that's only 2 people. Oh, they caught somebody. Wait, yeah, hold on, I think. The fuck, Chair?
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hey.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain.
Hey, that's
In any
natural.
case, it was good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Can we talk?
Dr. Secord.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people. The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Is that it? You want to talk to me no more?
Alana.
Well, fuck you then, bitch. I wanted to talk more about synth escapes since I'm kind of here about that. Oh my.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
They've been watching me. Look, there's the vault. Oh, on now.
Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
Okay.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Unless we need.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already.
Yeah,
in fact,
I killed it.
I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I shot it in the face.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Why not just leave it
Dr.
alone?
Ayo.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB. That armor should
do you
serve
want?
you well
And
in a
please, make it-
firefight.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Oh, Dr. Zimmer was the guy from 3. It's a bumpy map. Of course, there's no markings on it right now, so it doesn't help me any.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
I don't know what that is. Hi. Oh yeah, it's this bitch.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Are you gonna talk to me more?
Justin,
Yes, what is it?
Oh, see?
you mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Well, if you would talk to me, I could convince him, but you're a bitch. Sorry. People sick. Oh, that looks comfortable.
Hey there.
Oh, look, there's about me in here. As you know, Father's granted full access to our new visitor. That includes the entirety of the SRB. While we must accommodate Father's wishes, we must also remain diligent, refrain from discussing any sensitive information, especially ongoing investigation involving the Gen 3 synths. In an ideal world, Railroad would have no influence on our new guests. We do not live in an ideal world. Thanks. Due to the recent developments in our ongoing investigation into the synths, I am adjusting our policy regarding discussion of the subject with personnel outside of the SRB. In the brief, details of the investigation are now classified. We don't want this phone call. They cannot be shared with anyone other than SRB personnel, and even then, such conversations can only take place here in the SRB facilities. Those who are found to be in violation will be faced with strictest discipline. Ooh, McDonald Infiltrator Unit. I'm starting to wonder if the unit McDonald hasn't begun to outlive its usefulness. Assuming the identity of Diamond City's mayor, yeah, okay, I had kind of gotten hints about that, has provided us with invaluable intelligence over the years, but suspicions have only continued to mount. This latest incident with the publication of the newspaper article specifically calling McDonald's humanity into question might be the tipping point. We've spoken with Io, and we both agree if the situation does not become untenable, reclamation seems unfeasible. It was specifically engineered to mimic the actual human McDonald. As such, the unit's synthetic biology is that of someone overweight and grossly out of shape. A mem wipe will kill any psychological weakness attributed to self-perceived old age, but the body lost cause. The real irony here is that he was one of the dispatches back to the Institute requested a future posting in the Corsairs, citing loyalty in years of service. That request alone was evidence enough of self-awareness and independence to completely eliminate him from contention. Never mind the fact that he wouldn't even fit into the uniform. Oh, he wanted to be a Corsair. Okay. Determined when and if his identity is eventually compromised, the unit is effectively decommissioned in field. No reclamation, no institute assistance, given its relative age and physical condition, not to mention the danger. Inherent and infiltrators. Discovery. Further life damage is estimated at 2 weeks maximum. Oof. Certain colleagues are dissatisfied with their policies and procedures, have more than one occasion tried to circumvent the established process for registering the complaints with Father, and have tried to gain access into our facilities. I'm not sure I need to remind you that all is off-limits personnel not assigned to this division. Do not allow yourself to become browbeaten, cajoled, intimidated, or otherwise manipulated into allowing anyone who lacks the appropriate clearance to enter the SRB. If further failure to uphold this mandate will result in severe discipline. Why is it always discipline? No power. As you're all aware, Father has asked that we monitor our power usage carefully and try to be as efficient as possible. At a point of personal emphasis, we should strive to be efficient in everything we do, but our division has needs that are unique among the various branches of the Institute. The fact is, sometimes our operations require resources that we cannot readily disclose due to the sensitive nature of what we do. I place my trust in your judgment. If you require additional power or any resources to carry out your work, then take what you need. Consult me if you have any concerns or questions. Sorry, cat. Pissed off the cat. Consult me if you have any concerns or questions, but know that responsibility of meetings your project deadlines falls upon your shoulders, and I won't accept limited power availability as an excuse for failing to meet those deadlines. In short, do what you need to do. And if anyone objects in the way in which we carry out our work, I will deal with those objections myself. Oh, wait, shit. That was only the first one. Oh, you put in money. Oh, where's the money? I didn't see it. Somebody requested fusion cells, somebody got a rifle, somebody took out more fusion cells. Yeah, I wonder if it adds me onto the list of logins. Alright, bye bitches. You ain't got nothing for me. Gotta find Dr. Lee.
Subject identified.
Hello. Is it still really early in the morning? I'm gonna assume yes. 4 in the morning. Ugh.
Be careful wearing that. You might be mistaken for a Brotherhood of Steel soldier.
Fuck off! I have got beautiful, beautiful Vault Dweller paint, okay? Fuck the fuck off, dick. Yeah, I was already here. Let's go to Advanced Systems, since the other bullshit's empty. Are these supposed to be like cleansing things? Whatever.
She's been at it for over 2 hours.
In
What
case
is she
anyone
even
didn't
testing?
mention
Nothing.
it, quiet
At this
time
point,
runs
she's just
from
doing
10
it for
PM
fun.
to 6 a.m.
Where you going?
Yeah? Yeah? I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but I can't be in 2 places at once.
Well,
I haven't been able to crack that one yet.
Not everything you've heard about the Institute is true. Give us a chance.
You look terrifying. Wait, aw.
Hi, Doc.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
How many rules are we talking about here?
Not nearly enough, if you ask me. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think it's a brisk read. I certainly find it so. Take care, then.
Yeah, I could just skim through the bullshit.
Evan.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Well, then you should
Doc?
be a synth.
Hmm? Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Okay. I get to shoot shit. Yoink, 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 yoink. I don't know what a synth relay grenade is, but that sounds interesting. Like, I'm gonna sell it. Let's find out what it is. Signal. Neat! What the fuck, bruh?
Reporting status. All functions normal. Nothing to report, ma'am.
Wow. That's a fancy dancy. Holy shits. Can I shoot it? Or is that a bad thing? Huh. It's pretty goddamn neat. Watson, Dr. Lee! Send progress, research proposals. Review permissions for assigning sidearms to personnel. They recommend increased security to have overridden any normal procedures for allowing secured firearms. Training for said firearms also needs to be updated. Reconsider interdevelopment network access. Certain divisions appear to be abusing this. Security systems need to be reviewed by Facilities Division. Given recent events, it is extremely important that the Institute be prepared for any conceivable situation, no matter how unlikely. Dr. Io has requested for this for some time, and I am now inclined to agree with him. I have, in the last 24 hours, observed no less than 7 blatant violations of the Institute protocol. The degree to which people appear to be ignoring the rules has been put in place to keep us all safe is incredibly disappointing. Madison insists that I continue testing my battery with the child synth despite my reservations about the project as a whole. If this were any other situation, I would not have second thoughts about going straight to the director, but given some circumstances, I shall simply wait it out. Whoops. Thank you. Now what's up with this jizz? There's no way to get past this, huh? There's no terminal over there. I have to make a bathroom.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what...
So I'm going to make a bathroom and leave you guys staring at the beautiful Institute for a few moments.
All systems nominal.
Maybe this synth will talk to us this whole time. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey.
Greetings, ma'am.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. Okay.
Good evening.
And look cool. It's morning. It's like 6 in the morning.
Excuse me. It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Wow, how much of this shit was here beforehand? I don't know. Okay, I gotta make a bathroom. I'll be right back. Aww. His picture broke. It was because of the cat. Aw, cat. You got nasty all over it and you broke it. Let's see if I can clean it. Bad cats.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built. Yes?
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
has been asked what I was doing. Because he's too lazy to get up. Let me see something. Oh, okay. There we go. My, second screen isn't working so well. Oops. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to stealing everything. The core's almost out, but that's okay.
I don't think you'll be needing that suit of power armor in here.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lose it in here, bitch.
Power armor? What would you need that for?
To carry shit. Okay, let's see if the doctor's back yet. Not apparently. So we've been... There.
Hello.
There. Hi. There. So let's just...
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
We all do. You bitch. I'm sorry, that wasn't polite. You were very nice. Why do they just, like, they have ammo stored in a special place and they have ammo stored here, like, oh, here's a supply closet full of boxes. Bunch of shit. Ooh, hidden terminal. Cleaning supply, replace primary display case, retrieve more position, more cleaning supplies. Okay, don't care. Ah, see, this is what I mean. Like, was it always like this? Or does some of it look like this? Because this looks pretty gross. Ding 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 ding. Kinda scared. Alright, let's see what's going on here, man. Oh, it's just more maintenance. They just don't care about maintenance, apparently. You know, maintenance should probably clean up their bullshit.
We are working at optimal efficiency.
There's oil on the floor.
We are working at optimal efficiency.
I disagree. Oh. Oh, they're building more. Neat.
Construction is proceeding according to schedule.
G981 is our shift leader.
Neat. Oh.
Please direct all inquiries to G981.
Okay. I'm surprised they have their nice looking synths doing this work. Because they have so many of the other ones. Oh, I found holotape.
Just keep talking if you can. I'm afraid this may be rather painful.
Oh.
Don't worry about it, Doc.
Oh.
Anesthetic would lower your blood pressure too much, and I need you to remain conscious. You already explained all that. It's gonna be worth it, right?
No, because I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, most definitely. These implants are much more advanced than anything you've had before. Dr. Walter is very pleased with you. The Gen 3 synth program is finally making progress, thanks to the genetic material you recovered. You talking about that kid we got from the vault? Yes, a perfectly unspoiled DNA sample. Now this next part is especially delicate, so if you can please look straight into the light.
Should everything be purple?
Oh, that's just a calibration error. How about now? Better.
Purple.
I'm just glad to have a chance to test these on a cooperative human subject.
Oh, that's lovely.
Normally, the directors are very touchy about allowing this kind of technology outside the Institute. They must find you extremely trustworthy.
You see, these are gonna work, right, Doc?
Oh, yes. When I say test, I simply mean collecting data over time, which will be very valuable to making further improvements. This next part may be exceptionally painful. Try your best to remain conscious.
Really? Well, I know they said that a lot of people were upset about the stuff they did to Kellogg, but... Oh, there's that child that was terrified of everybody. Okay,
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Excuse me, Doctor?
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
So basically this place is a sham.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, even the older tech has held up for decades. Some, even for centuries. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Our ancestors built things to last.
Yeah.
Of course, that was before they blew up everything in the war. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Okie dokie then.
Now, Alan, it could have been anything. It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software could use an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, perhaps. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Hell, I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul...
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Benet, you know where to find the teleporter.
Now just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Welcome. Please proceed directly to processing.
Hello. I'm new here.
Hey.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Good day.
Hey there.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
This is all pretty neat. I'm sorry, I'm a little dumbstruck with how
Another lovely day, isn't it? Think about it, Doctor. You and everyone else firmly hold on to the archaic opinion that the synths are inferior. By limiting them, we limit our work.
I am well aware of your ideas, Doctor, and there is a reason they are not the popular ones. There needs to be a distinction between us and them.
No, they are an evolution of us. The synths possess vast untapped potential if we'd only let them show.
I suggest you keep your radical opinions to yourself from now on. Otherwise, you might find yourself being escorted to the teleporter for a one-way trip.
Dr. Logan?
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us, then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
Well, then where the fuck are you going?
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us. Today is full of possibilities.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
I didn't have anything to do with it. Just pooped him out. Found unit in the cleaning room for the 3rd day in a row. I don't think this unit has actually ever left the boardroom. The unit is complaining about blurred vision in the right eye, unable to correct without permanent damage. Unit wiped and reassigned to facilities. Well, why was he wiped? The new one's still gonna complain. Primary drive breakdown, 3rd unit this month. Can we please look into this? Looks like the latest navigation software update has some issues. I found 2 Gen 1s trying to walk through walls. Pathfinding software updated. Hey Dad, Eve is having trouble speaking today. Lots of stuttering. Can you please look into it? Identified rare looping issue and speech subroutines corrected and patched. Group indent. Sign unit. Site Epsilon. Radar attack. 1 unit abducted. Waiting update. Site Gamma. Oh, they're not. That's not the actual. Report is now overdue. Continue to monitor it. Give another 2 days. Recalled error. No data present. Site Delta. Not getting as much as we were hoping from there, and might need to shut down Site Delta. Let's see what the next report brings. Unit B888 removed. Unit T354 added. No data present. I wonder what they're doing at those units. Start those locations. Oh, I still have the light on. Oops, sorry.
Doctor?
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our 3rd generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research.
Well, yeah,
it's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep.
That's like 40
Like I said, a momentous time.
To be fair.
Dr. Logan?
All our divisions are important, but I tend to think of robotics as the first among equals.
I have to look it up. Can we sneak into
Did I turn off the interferometer?
What the fuck is that? Come on, mister. I have underwear from nowhere. Let's open it up. I want to go in.
Welcome. Please proceed directly to processing.
Yeah, of course I know it's not going to let me, but I'm going to make an attempt. Oof. I guess that's all in here. Oh, hey, look, I missed it. Link. Good morning. So, let's go to this quest. Because I still haven't met everybody.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. all that he has built.
Got it.
That was easy. Bobblehead. I just thought that was cute. Thank you for the broom. Oh, crud. I'm getting sleepy. I know I've been to bioscience. Talk to that douche. I was rude. I'm sorry, Mr. Sin. You're not a douche. Let's go to this first one. Talk to the doctor. I guess I'm there about me.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
I haven't actually spoken to you.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there?
Lots
How
of
about you take
radiation.
some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up.
You wanna
We'll do that
clear
checkup when you're
that
good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Hey, I got some radiation.
Dr. Volkart, can you see to my injuries?
All right, hold still, and I'll take a look. I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something. I've got just the thing.
Oh, I don't have to tell you what's wrong with me?
There.
Nice.
Good thing you didn't turn to one of those Commonwealth butchers for medical care. Head to requisitions if you need medical supplies.
Neat. Okay, so I guess we gotta go upstairs maybe to get to this person. Yeah, there we are. Hello.
Yeah?
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Doc?
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer.
What does that
When
mean?
Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
You know, you all say that, but
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
alive. Oh, I've already been through these, huh? Okay, so one more person to meet. Wham! Bam! Bitches. I'm streaming, bub.
Doctor?
Ah,
Would you
it's
like me to
you.
pause for a few moments?
You're here then. Yes, yes.
Oh, it's Dr.
I know
Lee.
who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well, that's insulting.
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. There's just quite a bit going on right now, and your arrival has the potential to throw things off schedule. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours.
Pip.
I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
She seems, pissy.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Oh. What do you mean should depend
Dr.
on
Lee?
me?
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee? Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Okay, so I have to play a holotape?
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
How about you shut the fuck up? No, no.
Dr. Watson.
Safety first. Remember that.
Okay, so I have to use the network scanner holotape. Is that the... I'm not sure what that is. Oh, this.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
I'm not sure what to do. I guess I'm gonna take a little break for lunch and then we'll come back with an understanding of what's next. Thank you much. Whoops. Give me a sec. I'm not very good at this.